Hey everybody, welcome back to Tim Travels. It's Tuesday the 16th, or because I'm Irish, my family's from Ireland, it's St. Patrick's Eve, if you're keeping score at home. Anyway, so I didn't have a great day. I'm kind of grumpy. I don't know why, because I didn't get up that early. I got up like maybe at 4:35. I was over in near Rochester, New York, and then headed over to Michigan for a delivery. But maybe this is one reason that I was that I'm in a bad mood. So I show up at the shipper, or excuse me, at the receiver in Kalamazoo at 2:50 p.m. And it says that, so I stop, I get out, I go up to the door, I read all of the notices, all of the BS that says drivers can't come in because of coronavirus. We've kind of talked about that before. But anyway, and then you go through the whole list, and then it says, okay, so if you're here to deliver, just put your bills in the back of the trailer and back into to the door. So I do all that, and then I'm backing up, and I get close to where I want to be, and so then I get out and open the doors. And as I'm opening the doors, this guy opens the garage door at the loading dock, and he says, if you'd have been 2 minutes later, you'd have had to wait till tomorrow. And sometimes I'll say something like, basically that means I don't give a crap, because I don't really care if you get your stuff or not. But I didn't even say anything. I just looked at him and walked back to the front of the truck. And so then when I backed in, I made sure that I did it perfectly, which means that I pulled forward like 3 times. Anyway, and then so I had some time, so I went to a shipper for a drop and hook. I get there, call them up, because you can't talk to anybody face to face because coronavirus. And by the way, I take the coronavirus very seriously. It's just I don't buy into what they've said. When I say they, I mean like these shippers and receivers, when they're all walking around without masks on, and I know that they don't observe any protocols when they're not at work. Like if people are getting sick at those facilities, it's not from truck drivers, that's for sure. But so anyway, I call the number, and they're like, oh, this load that's supposed to be ready at 5 p.m. today, Eastern, oh, that won't be ready till tomorrow. I'm like, okay, when tomorrow? Oh, we don't know. So I waited for like an hour, and then my DM finally was like, look, just go shut it down for the night, and we'll try again tomorrow. So that's that. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit of a grumpy mood. But anyway, I wanted to talk real quick about something that's been on my mind for a while, and that is like trucking company logos and trucking company like labels on their trucks and everything. So just today I kind of kept a mental tab, and then I wrote it down when I got finished, on just logos or mottos, I guess you'd say. Mottos is a better word for it. Slogans, maybe that's the right word, slogans of these trucking companies. Now, trucking companies put 2 kinds of slogans on their trucks. One kind of slogan is to maybe recruit drivers. So I've seen companies that have stuff that say, our most important cargo is the driver. And I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like that makes the driver sound like a pallet of toilet paper. He's cargo, she's cargo. Another company says our most important asset, and they put this on the back doors. Our most important asset. Oh no, I did it back. They put it on the whole side, like with the giant arrow. Our most important asset sits, 70 feet in front of here, or some words to that effect. And I'm just like, why do I? Those are recruiting. Like the general public doesn't care, right? But like, why do they feel the need to do that? Like I was, I ran my own business. I hired people, quite a few people over the years. We didn't have a slogan like, we treat you right even if you show up late for work or something. We didn't have any slogans. But anyway, so I got a few others, and you may know these companies, but I just wanted to critique them and get everybody's input. And if you know of some that you think are just goofy or stupid or make no sense, put them in the comments. I just think this is funny because these are actually, there are people that are paid probably more than any of us are that are driving trucks. They're paid to figure this stuff out. Like they have degrees in marketing and stuff. And this is all they could come up with. And there were probably like 4 of them in a conference room, eating bagels and stuff when they did all this work. I mean, this is probably like a huge project at some companies. So one company I saw in their trailers, it says built by drivers for drivers. And so I guess that's supposed to be a recruiting slogan, but it's like, wait, what did you hire before you started the company? Did you hire a bunch of truck drivers to like tell you how to put together your company? Like, did drivers really build that place? Build that company? Or is it a message to the customers? Like, drivers built this. If you got a problem with it, talk to them. I don't know. Another company, we deliver our promise. I got an idea. Why don't you just deliver my cargo to where I want it to go when I want it to get there? Pick it up on time and deliver it on time. I don't need a promise delivered. I need boxes of toilet paper delivered. Rethink Refrigerated. That's on a company that I think just, runs reefers. But I was like, wait a minute. Do you really want people rethinking refrigerated? Hey, what do we got to ship today? We got a truckload of ice cream. Well, maybe we should rethink using refrigerated. What about a flatbed? It's cheaper. Yeah, it's not too hot out. Get a flatbed for this ice cream. Come on. Rethink refrigerated. What does that even mean? Here's another company has, and this is one I never got. There are no shortcuts. The hell there aren't. People take shortcuts all the time. You ever been going somewhere with somebody like, dude, where are you going? This is a shortcut. And then what happens the next time you have to go there and you're not with this other guy? You take the shortcut, right? Because it's a shortcut. And there are shortcuts on all sorts of stuff, you name it, right? There are like, we used to have this cheat sheet at my office, shortcuts for keyboard shortcuts for spreadsheets, for Excel documents. They're shortcuts. Of course there are shortcuts. So there are no shortcuts. That's just false. That's just not even true. Delivering service by the truckload. Hey, I don't need a truckload of service. I need a truckload of fertilizer. Right? We don't deliver service. We deliver stuff. We deliver stuff that's in the back to people that want it, and it will sign our bills of lading. We're not delivering service. Here's one. Now, this one does get an honorable mention because they use a colon in the slogan. Destination, excellence. Where'd you ship my stuff? Because it didn't show up in Cincinnati. Oh, we shipped it to Excellence. It said Destination Excellence. We thought that's where it went. No, I wanted my stuff to go to Cincinnati. That's the destination, not Excellence. Okay? And, that begs the question, too. Like, what are you doing while you're trying to get to excellence? Right? Like, like, where does that go through? Does it go through a town called mediocrity? A county called oops, we did it again and didn't get your stuff where you wanted it, to Cincinnati? It's like destiny. Yeah. What are you guys up to? Well, we're on our way to being excellent. And my response would be, okay, well, let me know when you get there. Until then, I'm going to use a different carrier. And this one always cracked me up because they have these mirrored like surface doors. So like when you're following them, you could see yourself. And they had this sign said reflecting quality. Well, wait a minute. Does that mean that I'm quality? Because I'm reflected on your trailer. I don't know what that means. Or does that mean that you're like the center of the universe, like reflecting I don't know. I got nothing. But anyway, those are some of the slogans that I saw just recently, and I just don't get a lot of it. I figure it like this. If you're running a company and you do well for your customers will just keep coming back. And then when the shipping manager at that customer moves to a different customer and they say, oh, well, I get to pick who I use as a carrier. I'm going to pick the company I always had good luck with before. That's how businesses grow. They don't grow by slogans. They don't grow by, marketing people sitting around eating bagels, figuring out these things that don't really make sense. And by the way, if you're going to have a slogan at all and you're in the trucking industry, be more original. Like, don't use the word drive, driven, anything that's like a takeoff on going down the road. Delivery, all that. That's so unoriginal. That's so cliche. And also drivers, any driver that's worth their salt isn't going to believe what's on the back of a trailer. If all the promises that were on backs of trailers were true, all drivers would be making six figures. That's just how it is. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there today. I hope y'all have a good day. I'm cheering myself up. I'm getting less grumpy just thinking about these. Oh yeah, and one other thing. If you have a van or a reefer and you're the guy that numbers stuff at your company, I honestly, you probably could, depending on how sophisticated your numbering scheme is, you could probably get a third grader to do that for free. But be original, right? Quit having, I see so many trailers that start with the number 53. Gee, why would they pick that number? Oh yeah, because the company has 53-foot trailers. But I'm betting most of the time those companies have no other size trailer. They just have 53 vans and reefers. They don't have pups. They don't have 48s. They got 53s and only 53s. And by the way, no one thinks that your company's huge just because the trailer says 5311. Everybody that knows how long that trailer is just thinks you only have 11 trailers. So, just come on. Just be genuine. Don't try to be tricky. Everybody knows what it means. So anyway, hope y'all had a good day. Be safe out there. The weather's still crazy. Supposed to be getting some crazy tornado type stuff down in the south. So watch your back. And we'll catch you next time on Tim Travels.